Have you ever noticed how they always come back after hurting you? It's as if they can't help themselves, drawn to you like moths to a flame. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. They don't come back because they've changed or because they care. They come back because they sense your strength, and they're desperate to reclaim the power they once had over you. Welcome to Stoic Blessing, where we uncover the truths most people shy away from. Today we're diving deep into why they return after breaking your heart, the dark psychology behind it, and how you can use the timeless principles of Stoicism to rise above their games and become unshakable. If you've ever been hurt and found yourself asking, why now? Why do they want me back after all this time? Stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll understand not only their behavior, but how to respond in a way that leaves you empowered and free. Before we get started, take a moment to comment this empowering phrase below. I am unshakable. I am in control. Let the world know you're reclaiming your power. And remember, your support helps this channel grow. So if this resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Let's begin. Number 1. Why they hurt you in the first place. They didn't hurt you by accident. Pain, in many cases, is intentional. But why? Why would someone break your heart, knowing it could shatter you? The answer lies in a combination of their own insecurities and a need for control. From a Stoic perspective, we recognize that their actions were never about you. They were about themselves. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. They hurt you because they lacked power over their own mind. Instead, they sought to dominate yours. It was their way of projecting their own chaos onto you. Dark psychology teaches us that manipulation often stems from fear. Fear of losing control, fear of being vulnerable, fear of being unworthy. By breaking you down, they temporarily built themselves up. They saw your kindness, your loyalty, and mistook it for weakness. But what they failed to understand is this. Your kindness is not your vulnerability. It is your strength. So, why did they hurt you? Because they couldn't handle the light you brought into their life, and now, after trying to dim that light, they want back in. But here's the thing, you don't owe them access to your peace. Take a moment now to comment, my peace is my power. Let this be your mantra moving forward. And if you're finding this message valuable, drop a like on this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's continue. Number 2, the power of absence. Here's something they never expect, your silence. When you step away, when you choose absence over chasing after them, something remarkable happens. They start to feel the void you've left behind. And that void, it's deafening. Seneca once said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. By removing yourself, you reclaim your time, your energy, and your focus. You no longer waste it on someone who didn't value you. This act of stepping back is the ultimate power move because it forces them to confront the reality of their actions without your validation to shield them. Dark psychology tells us that people who manipulate rely on your reaction. They need it to feel in control. But when you deny them that reaction, you strip them of their power. Your absence becomes a mirror. They're forced to see themselves for who they truly are, and it terrifies them. And here's the twist. Absence makes them crave what they lost. They start to remember the warmth of your presence, the strength of your loyalty, and the light you brought into their life. But this isn't about them anymore. It's about you and your growth. If this resonates, comment, my silence speaks volumes. Let the world know you're done wasting time on people who don't deserve you. And if you're enjoying this journey into Stoic wisdom, don't forget to hit that like button. Now, let's uncover why they come crawling back. Number 3, understanding their return. And now, they're back. Suddenly, They're texting, calling, and acting like nothing ever happened. But let me tell you something. Their return isn't about love. It's about control. Stoicism teaches us to analyze intentions without emotion. Epictetus reminds us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. By embodying Stoic principles, we can see their return for what it truly is, a desperate attempt to regain the power they lost when you walked away. Dark psychology sheds even more light on this. Manipulative people often return not because they've changed, but because they're testing the waters. They want to see if they still have a hold on you. They're looking for signs of vulnerability, any opening they can exploit to step back into your life on their terms. But here's the key. They don't expect you to be stoic. They expect the old you, the one who might forgive too easily or be swayed by their charm. What they don't expect is your silence, your composure, and your refusal to engage in their games. This is your power, and it's a power they can't stand. Comment below, I am the gatekeeper of my peace. Let this affirmation remind you that you control who gets access to your life. And if you're finding this eye-opening, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Stoic Blessing. Let's dive deeper into their true motives in the next section. Number 4, the role of ego. Let's be honest, they're not coming back because they've had some profound realization about your worth. No, their return is often driven by something far less noble, their ego. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This is their reality. Their ego is bruised because you've moved on, because you're thriving without them. Your strength, your silence, it's a direct threat to their fragile sense of self. Dark psychology explains that manipulators often return not to repair, but to restore their own sense of superiority. By coming back, they're trying to prove to themselves that they still have control over you, that they can still elicit a reaction. It's a game to them, one fueled by their need to feed their ego. But here's the twist. A Stoic man doesn't play their game. A Stoic man recognizes that their return is not a reflection of his value, but of their insecurity. You don't owe them anything. No explanation, no reaction, no closure. Their ego craves attention, but your peace craves silence. If this hits home, comment, "My strength humbles their ego." Let them know you're done feeding their need for validation. And if you're enjoying this journey into Stoic mastery, hit that like button. Now, let's talk about how to respond when they come crawling back. Number 5. How to respond stoically. So they've reached out. Maybe it's a casual message, or perhaps a heartfelt apology. Here's where most people fall into the trap, by reacting emotionally. But not you. A Stoic man doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. Epictetus taught us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is your moment to embody that wisdom. When they return, your response should be rooted in clarity and control, not anger or desperation. First, pause. Don't respond right away. Time creates space for perspective. Second, when you do reply, if you even choose to, keep it brief and neutral. No explanations, no emotional appeals. You're not here to feed their ego or give them closure. Your composure will speak louder than any words. Dark psychology tells us that manipulators thrive on your emotional investment, but when you respond with calm indifference, you strip them of the power they seek. They're left guessing, doubting their ability to control you, and that's exactly where you want them, outside of your sphere of peace. Comment below, "I am the master of my reactions." This affirmation will remind you to stay composed no matter what life throws your way. And if you're finding this empowering, hit that like button and subscribe to Stoic Blessing for more life-changing wisdom. Next, let's explore why it's so tempting to let them back in and how to resist. Number 6. The temptation to fall back. Here's the hardest part. When they come back, part of you might want to let them in. Maybe it's the memories, the hope that they've changed, or the desire to feel loved again. But this temptation is exactly what they're counting on. Seneca once said, "Hold fast then to this sound and wholesome rule of life, that you indulge the body only so far as is needed for good health, and the soul so far as it can achieve loftiness." This applies here. Indulging your emotions can feel good in the moment, but it weakens your resolve in the long run. Your soul craves loftiness, not the temporary comfort of familiarity. Dark psychology reveals that manipulators are experts at exploiting your nostalgia and emotional bonds. They might remind you of the good times or promise they've changed. But ask yourself this: have their actions aligned with their words? A Stoic man doesn't cling to illusions. He sees things as they are, not as he wishes them to be. Resist the temptation to fall back by focusing on what lies ahead. You've worked hard to build your peace, your strength, and your self-worth. Don't let someone who broke you once have the chance to do it again. If this resonates, comment, "My future is stronger than my past." Let this be a reminder to choose growth over comfort. And if you're finding value here, hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Now, let's explore how to build a mindset that's truly unshakable. Number 7. Building an unshakable mindset. The key to overcoming their games and any challenge in life is to build a mindset so strong it can't be shaken by external events. This is the essence of Stoicism, the ability to remain calm, composed, and in control, no matter what happens around you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." An unshakable mindset starts with this realization. You cannot control what they do, but you can always control how you respond. Start by practicing self-discipline. Train yourself to resist impulsive reactions. When you feel the urge to respond emotionally, pause, reflect. Ask yourself, will this serve my peace or disturb it? Second, focus on gratitude. Shift your perspective from what you've lost to what you've gained, your freedom, your growth, and your resilience. Third, embrace discomfort. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from enduring hardship without losing our balance. When you feel tempted to let them back in, remind yourself of the pain they caused and the strength you've gained from moving on. Dark psychology tells us that manipulators prey on weak boundaries. But an unshakable mindset is built on strong, unyielding boundaries. You decide who has access to your time, energy, and emotions, not them. Comment below, "My mind is my fortress." Let this affirmation remind you that your strength comes from within. If you're feeling empowered by this, hit the like button and subscribe to Stoic Blessing. In the next section, we'll talk about the art of letting go and why it's essential for your growth. Number 8. The art of moving on. Letting go is not an act of weakness, it's the ultimate display of strength. It's a declaration that you value your peace and your future more than the comfort of clinging to what no longer serves you. Epictetus taught us, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Moving on is your path to freedom. It's not about erasing the past, but about refusing to let it control your present. When they come back, they want to pull you into their cycle of drama. But you're not the same person you were when they left. You've grown, you've healed, and you've built a life they no longer belong in. Accept this truth. Their return is not your opportunity to rewrite the past. It's your chance to close the chapter for good. Dark psychology warns us that manipulators hate losing control, and your decision to move on will challenge them. They may try harder to win you back, to reel you in. But don't let their persistence confuse you. Remember, their persistence is about them, not about you. To truly move on, shift your focus entirely to your growth. Fill your life with purpose, passion, and the people who uplift you. Let them see the glow of your progress from a distance, knowing they'll never get close enough to dim it again. Comment below, "I am the architect of my future." Let this affirmation seal your commitment to letting go and building something better. If you found strength in this message, hit that like button and let's finish strong here. Number 9, empowering closing thoughts. Here's the final truth. When they come back, it's not about you. It's about the power you hold that they can no longer control. Their return is proof of your strength, not a reason to doubt it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is your moment to embody everything you've learned. You are no longer the person who tolerates disrespect, who gives away their peace, or who clings to those who bring chaos. You are the Stoic, the unshakable force in your own life. When they come back, don't engage, don't explain, and don't fall for the illusion that they've changed. Instead, choose yourself. Choose your growth, your peace, and your future. Because the ultimate power isn't in getting them back, it's in knowing you don't need them anymore. Take one last moment to comment below, "I am in control. I am unshakable." Let this be your final affirmation, a declaration of the strength you've reclaimed. If this message has resonated with you, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Stoic Blessing. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the wisdom that will help you master your mind and your life. Remember, your peace is your power. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next video.